So for the link, we use the anchor. We use the anchor element. I'm going to use a link to create a simple menu that we are going to use while styling our links. Putting there the home menu. Putting their products. We have services. Maybe contact us. Before styling, our menu will look like this. That is before styling. I'm going to use an internal method for styling. For the internal method, we go up here in the head tag, and we put there our style tag. Style tag. Here, I will call the anchor and give it the following properties, like color. Like color. I can give it, let's say, white. Then background color. Background color, I can give it black, because this color is for the text. That color is for this text, like home, products, then services. Then the background color is for the background where the text is sitting, as we shall see. Background color, I can give it black. Then we have the text decoration property. A text decoration property is where, like, if by default, when you don't set the text decoration property, by default, our text in the menu or in the links, it is underlined. Our text is underlined. I think we can see. So the text decoration property enables us, text decoration property enables us either to maintain the underline or to deal away with the underline. If you don't want the underline, you set it to none. You give it none as the value. And let me save this and run it, and we see how it will look. Hope we can see. We have given it a black background. Then we have set the text to be white, because we cannot, when we are choosing the colors of the background and the text, we have to make sure that the text should stand out of the background. Just like we've done here, the background is black and the text for the links is white, such that the text can stand out of the background. Then another part of styling, there's another way of styling these links. The links have states. Hope as we are interact or as we view websites, you always check, you click on a menu, then that item, the link changes. Either it is highlighted with a different color or it is underlined. So it is also set from here. We are going to set our link such that it can change the color when visited. We have the following states for the links. We have this, a normal unvisited link. Then we have this, you set its properties accordingly. Meaning if you click on a menu, it will change a color. Then we have hover state. A link when the user moves the mouse over it. Meaning if you move the cursor over the name of that link, the background color will change, or even the color of the text will change, depending on how we are going to set it. Then anchor active state, a link that you are currently pointing at. Let us implement it here. Still, I'm using the internal method. We can say anchor dot hover then we set the properties here. How would you want your link to respond when you move the cursor over it? Like I'm setting, I want it, the background, when I move the cursor over the link, I want the background of that link to change to a certain color that we are going to set. So here you put background color is the property that we want to set, and let's give it like yellow, then save. And let's try it and see. When we move our cursor over the link, it should change the color. That is what it means by hover. Hope you can check. Here, you can also set different properties for each item in the link. For each link, you can set different properties for each link. And how do you set it? You have to go and give each link here a class. You give the link a class, such that a class or an ID, such that you style each link depending or using its class name or class or ID name. Hope we are a bit conversant with the class and ID. Then we can also style it such that it changes all the font size. Font size, we can set it to 40 px. Let's save, then go and so you find that when you move the cursor on the link, it will change the background color and it will change the text size. Maybe let me try to give it black, no, green here, because yellow is almost eating up our text. Let me give it green. Yellow is eating up our text. Like this. So when you save, hope you can check, like products, it will change the size of, it will change the size of the text and also this background color. Still we can set it such that it is underlined. Let us also try another property here, like a visited link. A visited. Now, when you click on a visited link, is the link that you have clicked on. Like here, if I go and click on this, it means it is the visited link. How do we want it to behave when it is visited? Let us give it a text decoration, which is underline. Meaning each link you visit will be underlined. Let us save. Refresh. When you come and click on this, the underline should remain there. And maybe we also give it a background color such that it can change the color if it is visited. Let it change the color let it change the color to gray if it is visited. Now when we refresh here, hope we have seen. Then for the active link, still you do the same. You come here, you change this and put there active, then you give it the properties or how you want it to behave. when it is active. Let me put this menu in a div, a section. Div, I copy our menu. And paste it here. Then I give this section a class. Let's say we call it menu. I'm giving our menu a background color, then height. By default, when you don't set the width of the div, it is automatically 100%. This is dot menu. Height. Let me give it 25 px. And we see. $20px. It is not showing because we have not given it a background color. By default, when you don't set a background color, it is white or colorless. And let's try to give it a background color. Background color. And then we give it, let's say, gray. Background color. Our menu will look like that. It is in a div. Hope there is someone who asked about the div. Hope you can see how we can use the div to organize our page. Like you can create a div. You can create a div just for the menu and it will be there. Then below, you can also create another div. You can create another div and put there a photo. Let me use the inline to style this second div or section. Background color. Background color. I can give it we should also learn this kind of lining, kind of coloring, which is, it is shorthand. We have different styles of changing the color, the background or the color of the text. We can use the names or we can use these different styles. Let me save and see if it has changed. Yeah, let me give it a height. Let's say 350 px and save. So it will be like this. Hope we have ever seen websites where we have the images streaming. Like, let me check an example here of one website, and with just for demonstration of how let us be doing something else as it is loading. Network problem. So that is how we can style our links. Then another thing that we are looking at is CSS padding. CSS padding. For those of you who had HTML class, I request that for for clarity, we can first go and read or get the knowledge about the different HTML tags. A tag creates an element, or different elements are created using the tags. So if we can go and get more knowledge about the basic tags, then because we shall be using the tags to style those elements, you know that if I want to style this element, I use it in a this tag like this. If I want to style, let's say, a paragraph, I use it in this way. Let me check if this has loaded now. Okay, as we are waiting for that to load, let's look at the padding. Padding is a property that is used to generate space around any element. Element is content inside of any defined borders. Mostly we have already seen the menu being designed very well and separated when it is smart. We use what we call padding property. Then the padding individual properties, we have padding top, that is the space on the top, padding right, padding bottom, then padding left, just like the margins, though it is a bit different in the way it works. We shall also look at the margins. So like, let me try to use the padding on the menu. Where is menu? Menu is here. So this is padding left. Now padding top. We give it like maybe 10 px. Padding right. We can give it, let's say 12 px. Padding bottom, we can give it 10 px. Then padding left, yeah. Padding left, can give it 12 px. 12 px. And let me save, and we see how our menu will look. Hope you can check. Our text is the content in the div that we have styled, and you can check. It is a bit more smart compared to how it was before the padding style, and even the size of this div has a bit increased. Let us also increase. Let us also increase the size of our text here, of the anchor text. Let's say text size. It is font size. Font size. We give it, let's say 15 px, and we see it is small. Let's increase to 25. Maybe let me change the background of the anchor, because it is being eaten up by that of the div. The div is gray, but the gray is looking to be like black. That is why we are not getting what is this. Change it to yellow and see. The ink. Let me set this to green and this one to black. See? Yes, hope you can see. Maybe let me reduce the padding. Now let me set the padding of this. Padding. Then another style of padding, you can put them all at once. Like instead of saying padding top, padding left, you can write all of them here. You just write like this is 10 px. You separate 12 px, 10 px, and 12 px. Then we save. I think it is exceeding. Let me increase this one. The bottom, 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 and top. Padding bottom, I put it to I put it to 12. See? Yes, they are now matching. Hope we can see, or we have seen how we come up with Sorry, it was network interference. Sorry. Hope we have got the idea of styling up the links. Mr. Steven, I request you activate screen sharing for me.
Done. You can now share.
Okay, let us just wind up. Hope we have got the idea. Today we have looked at basically two things with the different properties. That is styling the links, where we have seen padding, then styling the anchor with the different properties. Any queries? We can forward the queries in the chat section and we see how we can. Then for the exercise, I'm sorry, my WhatsApp, my phone has got charging issues. Then I will request Mr. Dumba to give me your email such that I forward you, then you upload it to our relevant groups for the members interested to practice.
Okay. I'll do that after the lesson. Is that okay?
All right, sir. I think for the essence of time, we can bring up any queries before we wind up as far as what we have covered is concerned.
I think there are no questions for now.
Okay.
Should we end the lesson? Yeah, and here they say, yeah, they got
Then
everything, sir.
That is very good.
Okay.
There is this one saying, is it possible for us to see the interlinked pages? Wanted to see the links opening the pages after being clicked. Actually, for this, I've not been linking the pages, isn't it? Though I created the links, because I didn't create other pages. Like for the home page, I didn't create. I hope we can, maybe Mr. Steven, let me create some only 2 pages
Okay.
for this member to see.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I'm calling this one about us. About us.html. Maybe to differentiate them, let me give different text for different pages. So our link we put here, where is our, yeah, let me call this one, let me put it here, our about us page. Or let me just change this, contact us to about us. To about us, like that. Then we put here the page that we are linking to, like about us. And you use the exact spelling as it has been used the other side. Then you, yes, HTML. We save. So when we go and run this, and you click on about us, it will take us to the about us page, like that. Hope it is now okay for that one.
Also, Mr. Secretary also has a question.
Okay, I've seen it here. History of education, I think home. But hope we have ever, the network is disturbing, but hope we have ever visited the Ministry of Education, the homepage where images are changing like this. Are those images, I wanted to show you the use of the div. Those images are always put in a div. Or Mr. Secretary, you can visit maybe the website for MTAC. Still what I want to show you is there. You can check like these images changing. They are put in a div. This one is a div, and also these ones are divs in a div. These sections here are divs in a div. The menu here was put in a div. Then this one is also another div. And at the top here, we also have another div. You can create your divs like that, and you make up your page. You design up your page the way you want. And this one is the other divs that where we made the div in a way that there are two divs in one row, such that one div is taking up another portion on the same row, and another div is taking up the same another portion. You can make any number of divs that you want, or sections, depending on how you want to design. You can even put here like 3, such that another one is ending here, then the second one starts from here to here, and the third one starts from there to here, like that. Then like for this space on the sides, this div is not, it was given margins such that it is pushed inside for that design. I hope Mr. Secretary Stephen, hope what I wanted to show in the Ministry of Education, I've showed it to you here. How we can use the divs to design up our pages and maybe the images. Maybe tomorrow we shall come up with an image and put it just below our menu. Mr. Secretary, is it okay now?
It is okay.
Okay. Then that is good. I think if we don't have any queries, we can end the session and we meet again tomorrow. May God bless.
God bless you too, Mr. Mbwire. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.